So Nike finally released their trailer for Caitlin Clark's sneaker.
Nike has released a new Caitlin Clark commercial.
Nike finally decides to release a Caitlin Clark commercial.
Like all the weird theories about why Nike were ignoring Caitlin and everything, and now we're at least getting something.
We got the Mamba logo. We got the Mamba logo in her eyes. Nike finally delivers Caitlin Clark PE, the long-awaited, highly anticipated.
Nike just made history by releasing the first ever Caitlin Clark ad, and it features Kobe Bryant's Mamba legacy from the court to society. This event is more significant than simply sneakers.
Nike finally delivers Caitlin Clark PE. Is this the first Caitlin Clark exclusive Nike commercial since she's entered the WNBA?
Like all the weird theories about why Nike were ignoring Caitlin and everything, and now we're at least getting something. Is it sufficient? I'm not going to be the one to make that argument for or against it, but it's something. It's something, and something's greater than nothing.
We got the Mamba logo. We got the Mamba logo in her eyes. The long-awaited, highly anticipated Caitlin Clark player exclusive.
When Nike finally unveiled the trailer for Caitlin Clark's sneaker, fans thought it would be something bigger, possibly even a signature shoe, but it was still a huge success. Caitlin Clark received her own pay player exclusive, and the trailer created a stir after others, like Paige Boers, had already received their pay. Caitlin's long-awaited moment with Nike was commemorated by this release. It was Nike's formal public declaration that Caitlin's period had begun, not just a sneaker drop.
So Nike finally released their trailer for Caitlin Clark's sneaker. They finally did, and a lot of people thought that when Nike were talking up, they were going to be, talking up like Caitlin might have been getting her signature shoe. They might have been talking up potentially Caitlin getting that signature shoe, and it would have been really cool if Caitlin got her signature shoe, but let's be real, that was never happening. That was never, ever happening. Caitlin was not getting that signature shoe. However, at least we saw something. We saw something from Nike about her PE, and they finally released a PE. Paige Becker's already got a PE. Jewel Lloyd's got multiple. A lot of people have gotten PEs from Nike, but it's good to see Caitlin finally get one.
Nike recently released a striking new ad featuring Caitlin Clark wearing her new Kobe 5 prototype pay. In just 30 minutes, the video went viral with thousands of retweets and almost 100,000 views, showcasing Caitlin going into Mamba mode and the noise fading away and focus sharpening. Caitlin is the driving force behind it all. Mamba, something remarkable was produced by combining Caitlin's domination with Kobe's renowned mindset.
Nike has released a new Caitlin Clark commercial, and they made it their business to show love and show out for none other than CC. Pull up this commercial that just came out, man. It's been out for about 30 minutes. Broke the damn internet. Everybody's retweeting, talking about it. It got nearly 100,000 views. I'm pretty sure Nike said when Caitlin Clark laces her new Kobe 5 prototype PE, she steps into a new dimension. Noise fades away, focus hits, and all that left in drive dominate.
Nike offered Caitlin a solo commercial for the first time since she joined the WNBA. It wasn't a cameo or a feature, but rather a full-on spotlight. The ad showed off her Kobe 5 player exclusive, with the Mamba emblem discreetly visible in her eyes. Given how long supporters have been calling for a full rollout for Caitlin, Nike's decision to finally give her this platform is significant. It's not a signature yet, but it marks the beginning of something much larger.
Nike finally delivers Caitlin Clark PE. Is this the first Caitlin Clark exclusive Nike commercial since she's entered the WNBA? I know she's made a cameo here, she's made a cameo there, she was featured as part of this rollout here, featured as part of this rollout there, but is this our first official Caitlin Clark solo commercial since she has joined the WNBA? We got the Mamba logo. We got the Mamba logo in her eyes. The long-awaited, highly anticipated Caitlin Clark player exclusive.
Reactions to Nike's Caitlin Clark commercial went viral on social media, but not all fans were pleased. Many pointed out that the shoe is still not a signature shoe. Rather, it's a pay. To make matters worse, reports indicated that only 13,000 pairs were uploaded to the Nike sneaker app, making it one of the year's most limited drops. With prices already predicted to rise to $400 to $500, many fans felt that this move was more of a tease than a celebration.
Pull up this commercial that just came out, man. It's been out for about 30 minutes, broke the damn internet. Everybody's retweeting and talking about it. Somebody said allegedly only 13K pairs of shoes loaded onto sneaker apps. Whoa, that's so if this is the case, that's bad, man. They probably gonna resell for about $400 to $500. I can almost guarantee it. Some fans is having mixed reviews about it, man. Whatever the case may be, they don't like the damn commercial. We know Caitlin Clark fans is kind of hard to please at times.
Initially, Nike called the product Indiana Fever without even using Caitlin's name, which caused people to wonder if she would even make money from it. They thought it would lessen her impact and her earnings, but Nike later explained that it was a Caitlin Clark peace sign, indicating that they were finally prepared to support her. The branding change made a significant difference, as both Caitlin and her fans felt. This wasn't just a sneaker, though. It was branding power that was finally satisfying.
It was just going to be a normal thing. People thought it was going to be just a PE that Caitlin wore, because they titled it originally Indiana Fever, and I was like, man, Caitlin Clark's name's not on it. If Caitlin Clark's name is not on it, then one, I don't know if she makes money, but it's going to make them a lot less. It's going to make her a lot less money. It's going to make Nike a lot less money as well, for being honest. And all around, it's good to see that not only Nike are doing this, but Nike actually are willing to say, you know what, yeah, we'll give Caitlin her PE.
The Mamba logo's appearance in the advertisement increased excitement, but fans weren't only thrilled with the style they desired. They also wanted greater access, and rumors started to circulate about when a whole signature line would be released. Additional player-only content, there will reportedly be a complete merchandise drop by the holidays. Nike clearly hit a nerve with this commercial, as fans joked online about needing to buy Nike stock again. However, with limited pairs and high resale value, Nike now has to provide Caitlin's audience with more than just a taste.
We got the Mamba logo. We got the Mamba logo in her eyes. We got a clothing line coming before the holidays. Oh, thank goodness. Time to buy Nike stock again.
If that is true, I know in the sneaker community, a lot of people got these bots, and they're gonna hit the resale market regardless, man. So I believe the starting price was $190, $180, somewhere up in there. They probably gonna resell for about $400 to $500. I can almost guarantee it.
Fans were irritated for months by Nike's failure to fully embrace Caitlin Clark, which sparked discussions about whether the company was actually supporting its rising star. People on the internet pointed out that Caitlin had done enough, breaking records and increasing WNBA ratings long before this commercial even aired. So this ad, which combined her fierce presence with Kobe's Mamba identity, felt like a long overdue recognition that it's not just about shoes anymore, it's about legacy. Fans who are eager to see if Nike remains committed or if this was merely a marketing gimmick.
But on the positive side, while Caitlin Clark is out with an injury, is she going to be back for the Commissioner's Cup game? That remains to be seen. But on the positive side, Nike finally decides to release a Caitlin Clark commercial for her new Kobe 5 Protro player exclusives. Is this the first Caitlin Clark exclusive Nike commercial since she's entered the WNBA? We got the Mamba logo. We got the Mamba logo in her eyes. The long-awaited, highly anticipated Caitlin Clark player.
Following the drop, fans started asking where and how they could purchase the shoes, but there weren't many answers. Many thought it would only be available online, perhaps via the Nike website or sneaker apps. The issue is that bots and resellers are likely to take the majority of the pairs before actual fans even have a chance, as there are only a few thousand pairs available, meaning that most people won't be able to get them at retail. This left fans feeling excluded from what should have been.
It would have been nice to be able to tell us where we can buy them, and probably on the Nike website. This is probably going to be an online release. That'll be my guess. But man, so many people going to have bots. I wanted to get a pair, guys. I don't know if if I'm gonna be able to get a pair, because they probably is gonna be limited shoes. Somebody said allegedly only 13K pairs of shoes loaded onto sneaker apps. Whoa, that's so. If this is the case, that's bad, man.
The enthusiasm of the advertisements matches the aggressive and brave mood was further reinforced by Caitlin's rapid, instinctive, and furious commentary, which even likened her game to being on demon time by linking Caitlin to Kobe's heritage. Nike demonstrated the Mamba symbolism, which was not subtle from the logo to her laser focus. It was evident that this was more than simply a basketball commercial. It was a branding statement. What supporters had been waiting for was Nike's positioning of her as not only a rising star, but as someone with an innate sense of grandeur.
We have the Mamba logo. We have Caitlin on demon time right now. Low-key love this is Caitlin. As when she's playing basketball, she doesn't even see other players' faces and everything blurs. Probably not wrong. She plays off instinct. Caitlin just goes, I'm running. Caitlin just sprints everywhere. But I have to say, Nike's ad is legit here. Absolutely legit.
Nike not only released a sneaker, but also a message in the last seconds of the teaser, where Caitlin is called Mamba. The most obvious indication yet that Nike wasn't merely linking Caitlin to Kobe Bryant was that they were incorporating his philosophy into her brand identity for fans. This wasn't just another player-only feature. It was an acknowledgement that Caitlin's fearless style of play channels the same killer instinct Kobe was known for. Nike made a statement without using words. Caitlin Clark is her generation's Mamba.
Caitlin Mamba. We had the Mamba logo. Nike are doing this, but Nike actually are willing to say, you know what, yeah, we'll give Caitlin her PE. He plays off instinct, and it's so funny when it's where they play, where it's like Paige is like passive, calculated, doesn't want to do anything wrong, and Caitlin just goes, I'm running.
The most talked about part of the commercial was when Caitlin's eyes lit up with the Mamba logo, a visual metaphor that sealed the message. For months, fans had pleaded with Nike to treat Caitlin like the generational star she is, and this ad not only met their demands, but also increased anticipation for what comes next. Her full merchandise line is already planned before the holidays. With this daring launch, Nike finally made it possible to invest in Caitlin as a brand, not just an athlete's and eye.
We got the Mamba logo. We got the Mamba logo in her eyes. The long-awaited, highly anticipated Caitlin Clark player exclusive. We got a clothing line coming before the holidays. Let's see how many resources Nike puts behind Caitlin Clark now that we're going to start getting some of her merchandise coming out, and fans are indeed excited. Gonna go ham on this commercial. I thought it was a nice commercial myself.
While some were still discussing the pay status, most couldn't stop talking about how effortlessly Caitlin fit into the Mamba role. The video didn't need narration because her movement spoke for itself, and that's what made it powerful. The way she carried herself, the intensity in her eyes, the court presence, all of it screamed Kobe, and that's why fans immediately dubbed it a Mamba moment. Nike gave Caitlin a legacy to continue, not simply a pair of trainers.
As when she's playing basketball, she doesn't even see other players' faces and everything blurs. Probably not wrong. She plays off instinct.
We got the Mamba logo. We got the Mamba logo in her eyes. The long-awaited, highly anticipated Caitlin Clark player exclusive.
Following months of silence from Nike, this commercial served as a public pivot. Fans speculated about why the company hadn't promoted Caitlin earlier, but now that Mamba Caitlin was officially introduced, the narrative changed. Nike used this campaign to dispel doubt and present a Caitlin that fans already believed in, a relentlessly driven leader on the court. Her affiliation with the Mamba legacy gives her a branding identity that goes beyond basketball, and Nike is finally embracing it fully.
We got something for Caitlin. We got something for Caitlyn. We got Mamba Caitlyn. We had the Mamba logo. Nike are doing this, but Nike actually are willing to say, you know what, yeah, we'll give Caitlyn her PE.
The rollout has started. Let's see how far Nike will push Caitlin Clark's legacy from here. This Nike drop is finally something for Caitlyn. It was meant to be a celebration, but the majority of fans won't even receive the shoe. The hype is real. The moment is huge, and Caitlyn is the reason the Mamba legacy endures. Are you guys sick, or are you just experiencing Caitlin Clark fever? This drop isn't just about sneakers, it's about Caitlin Clark embracing her inner Mamba.
Caitlin Clark, Nike, the rollout begins.
Is it sufficient? I'm not going to be the one to make that argument for or against it, but it's something. It's something, and something's greater than nothing.
But man, so many people gonna have bots. I wanted to get a pair, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get a pair because they probably is gonna be limited shoes.
Caitlyn Mamba. We had the Mamba logo.
We got the Mamba logo. We got the Mamba logo in her eyes. The long-awaited, highly anticipated Caitlin Clark player exclusive.
We appreciate your time, and we hope to see you again soon. Please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel.